Best kitchen knives. Are you ready to take your chopping skills up a notch? If so, a top quality knife is an essential you will need in the kitchen. Chef's knives are a style of blade which is considered the most versatile among all kitchen blades. The shape and size of these knives makes them especially sought after in the kitchen, especially when it comes to prepping tasks like chopping, slicing, and cutting. The best chef's knife usually comes with a slightly curved blade, ideally suited to the rocking motion cut that any cook usually employs during a banquet's early preparation stages. After a bit of research, we've rounded up some of the best cutters in the market. Some of these kitchen knife recommendations underwent extensive prepping tests and tasks so you can find the one that suits your needs best. Before we get right into it, make sure to like, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our new content. This is The Good Home. Number 1 is the Robert Welch Signature Santoku knife. Contrary to popular tradition, we're starting the list by recommending a smaller blade than the typical 8-inch standard. The 4.3 inches Signature Santoku knife possesses the ideal form and size when it comes to light preparation duties, especially when dealing with the likes of fish, vegetables, and small cuts of meat. Made from high-quality German DIN 1.4116 stainless steel with a 15-degree hand-applied Japanese-style edge for a top-notch cutting power, the Signature Santoku is among the sharpest blades in the list and is meant to stay that way for a long period with proper maintenance and care. When cleaning, make sure not to use it with dishwashers nor mix it with other cutlery and knives. During the sharpness test, this knife had no problem cutting through a soft tomato and easily sliced a dropped grape. Its DuPont handle allows a firm grip and isn't as slippery as it first looks. The Santoku knife also reigns supreme with its accuracy, especially since the knife was able to cut through solid vegetables uniformly. Its slim spine was also a major contribution in this regard. The Robert Welch Signature Santoku knife is a great fit if you're looking for an affordable, easy-to-use, and razor-sharp knife for general slicing and cutting tasks. Number 2, VICTORINOX FIBROX Santoku knife. For novices seeking a more Japanese-style all-purpose knife, this 17cm VICTORINOX FIBROX Santoku knife fits the bill. It's an outstanding knife that checks out on every front since it's as great at chopping herbs as it is in slicing cucumbers and tomatoes. The blade has small pits which help prevent sticky ingredients from remaining on the blade, like apple and cucumber. While it does work, it doesn't as much to the degree you might expect. In terms of sharpness, this dishwasher-safe knife failed to slice the drop grape, but excelled significantly in the cucumber slicing test, thanks to its thin stainless steel blade. Not only that, it also tacked suede better than initially expected, considering that it has such a short blade. The VICTORINOX FIBROX knife isn't particularly an impressive product meant to show off to your family or friends, but it makes for a decent option if you're only looking for a general-purpose knife that can dice and slice with poise. Number 3, Robert Welch Signature 12cm Cook's Knife. Measuring 12 centimeters, this model from Robert Welch has a similarly curved blade, but is much easier to handle when it comes to slicing smaller vegetables like carrots, tomatoes, spring onions, cucumbers, and garlic. The blade is also cast from German DIN 1.4116 stainless steel, with a hand-applied 15-degree Japanese-style edge for increased sharpness. Like all Robert Welch knives, it also has an ebony-colored DuPont handle, which is shaped perfectly for comfort. Plus, the smooth texture feels comfy and tactile when you grip it. Considering its size, this 12cm cook's knife can't effectively handle larger vegetables like pumpkins or swede, though it can pretty much deal with everything else, including fish, chicken breast, and steak. If you're on the market for a smaller chef's knife that doesn't feel intimidating and doesn't cost much, you'll find the Robert Welch Signature 12cm cook's knife to be an ideal option. Number 4. TOG Santoku. Though a bit on the pricier side, the TOG Santoku chef's knife is one of the best classic chef's knives in the market and is also the top choice by many Michelin-starred chefs. Measuring 6.5 inches, the TOG Santoku model is perfect for almost every kitchen preparation task, whether it's slicing, dicing, or cutting. The blade's slimness and shape owe more to the Japanese standard for a straighter heel in line with a slight curvature towards a less sharply pointed tip. This also proved ideal for cutting thin slices of cucumber and tomato transparently. Besides, it also managed to slice through an 8-ounce filet steak with accurate precision and was able to slice through the dropped grape cleanly, passing every slicing test with flying colors. The TOG Santoku has an exquisite metalwork, especially that it's constructed by 8 different craftspeople in the town of Siki, the capital by which they manufacture most samurai swords in Japan. That said, each one of its rolled forged and high-quality Japanese steel blades are guaranteed to be laser etched individually with the TOG logo and a respective serial number. If you're willing to splurge a cash of £265, then there's no reason not to get the TOG Santoku for yourself. Number 5. WÜSTHOF Classic Cook's Knife. The stunning blade by the WÜSTHOF Classic Cook's Knife is a prime example of the excellent craftsmanship that goes into all WÜSTHOF products. The wonderfully constructed 7.87 inches blade is the ideal length for most food processing tasks. It's forged from a piece of chromium molybdenum vanadium steel with a gentle curve that's perfectly dialed for the usual rocking motion cuts when slicing. Even so, the knife feels quite heavy to hold and has a fairly wide heel too, making cutting precision of vegetables and fruits trickier than most. The WÜSTHOF Classic Cook's Knife has a handle shaped for both safety and comfort, as it comes with a deep 1-inch bolster for finger protection. Plus, it's also fashioned from high-quality ebony. It's also expertly chamfered with several steel studs to keep it intact, and is further honed to produce a smooth texture that can last for long if you never put it in the dishwasher. This knife is perfect for the discerning home cook who wants only the best quality equipment in the kitchen. Number 6. Robert Welch Signature 20cm Cook's Knife. Another model from Robert Welch on this list only testifies the work quality that the brand puts into its knife collection. However, the Signature 20cm Cook's Knife is the perfect embodiment of what a chef's knife should look like. For one, it's 8 inches long and possesses a steep curve that leads to a pointy tip, making it ideal for general step-style chopping tasks and rocking cuts. Like all Robert Welch kitchen knives, the blade is forged from a German steel variety, which makes it tougher than most. Even so, it has a smooth, contoured handle, which may not be ideal for those who have larger hands, since it's rather slimmer and round. It's also easy to use since it's very balanced, making it handy for an everyday work tool. It didn't quite impress in terms of making thin slices, but it nailed every slicing test nonetheless. If you prefer an easy-to-use, durable, classic chef's knife that you can flaunt and use at the same time, this one is your best bet. Number 7. Mac Chef's Knife TH100. Mac knives are well known among experienced and pro chefs who are often keen on the Japanese company's great attention to detail, impressive manufacturing process, metal quality, the balance and weight of its knives, and the sharpness and slimness of its blades. From their knife collection, the Mac Chef's Knife TH100 is their longest blade, measuring 9.88 inches. It's the one to grab when tasks involve cutting through larger fruits and vegetables like watermelons, swedes, and pumpkins. During the test, the TH100 was just as adept with handling smaller and more delicate tasks like slicing carrots, tomatoes, fish, and cucumber. It also passed the dropped grape test, slicing it cleanly in half with a satisfying sp sound you usually hear in movies. It's extremely sharp that it's terrifying. Plus, the wooden handle is also shaped comfortably to fit in your hand whenever you use it. It's also nicely balanced as it's not too heavy to use for long periods on the chopping board. Some may find its dimpled blade a bit too unwieldy, though you can always opt for the smaller 8 inches model if it suits your needs. However, if you're an experienced chef in the kitchen who takes great pride in their cooking, the Max Chef's Knife TH100 is an indisputable winner at best. There you go, 7 of the best kitchen knives. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.